In this tutorial, we are going to see how to become the man in the middle by using the ARP protocol. So man in the middle attacks. So these attacks are possible only if you are able to intercept the communications between the two devices. The normal communication will look like this. The victim, they will connect to the resources. In the man in the middle attack, the hacker would be able to place themselves in the middle of the connection, allowing them to intercept and see anything that is being transferred between the two devices. So there are a number of ways to achieve this, and the first method, we are using an ARP spoofing attack. ARP spoofing allows us to redirect the flow of packets. So instead of it flowing as shown in this diagram, it would flow through my computer. So any responses sent and received by the target computer will have to flow through the hacker computer. This means any messages, websites, any images, usernames, password entered by the target will have to flow through the hacker computer. And this is a very serious and powerful attack. The reason why it is possible is because the ARP protocol is not very secure. So basically ARP is used to map the IP address to MAC address. All the devices, for example, we have a network over here and all the devices that are connected to the same network. Let us assume device A needs to communicate with device C. Also assume that device A knows the IP of the device C. As we know, in order to communicate these devices within the same network, device A needs to know the MAC address of device C. And you know very well, the communication inside the network is carried out using the MAC address and not using the IP address. So now what this client does, client A, it uses the ARP protocol, which means basically it sends a broadcast message, sends an ARP request to all the clients on the network saying who has the IP address of 192.168.153.10. Now all of these devices will ignore this packet except the one that has this IP address, which is 192.168.153. This way, device A will have the MAC address of device C and know it will be able to communicate with device C. So all of these communications is facilitated using the ARP protocol. And ARP, all it has is request and response. So each computer will have an ARP table which links the IP address on the same network to their MAC address. And as you can see, the router IP is linked with its MAC address. We can use the command called ARP-A, which will tell the MAC address that is associated with the IP. As you can see the router IP, so here it is linking to its MAC address. Now this value in this table can be easily modified by exploiting the ARP protocol. We exploit by send the two ARP response, one to the gateway and another one to the victim. And we are gonna tell the gateway that I am at the IP of the victim, so the access point will update its ARP table and it will associate the IP of the target with my MAC address. And we will do the same within the victim. So we will send it an ARP response. We are going to tell it that I am at the IP 192.168.153.2. So it's going to update its ARP table and associate the IP of 192.168.153.2 with my own MAC address. So the result of this is the victim is going to think that I am the router and the router is going to think I am the victim. So anytime the victim wants to send any request, the request will have to flow through my computer and I'm going to forward them to the router. And anytime the router wants to send the responses, they are going to my machine because it thinks that I am the victim and then I'm going to forward it to the victim. The main reason why we can do all of this is because the ARP is not a secure protocol. because first of all, the clients can accept the responses even if they did not send a request. As I said before, we are going to send a response to the access point and a response to the victim telling them that I am at a specific IP without them asking who am I, or without them asking for this IP. I am just going to send the response and they are going to accept that response anyway. Not only that, they are also not going to verify who am I. So when I say I am at 192.168.153.129, I am clearly not at that IP. The access point will trust this and update this ARP based on the information I sent. The same goes to the victim machine also. And these are the two main weaknesses with the ARP protocol that allows us to run the ARP spoofing attack. In the next video, I will show you how we can change the MAC address and how we can become the man in the middle by spoofing the ARP protocol.